Okay, let's jump right in. We probably all have this happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're scrolling through WhatsApp, maybe later in the evening, and boom, a message. Unknown number.
Yeah, sometimes it's just hola or, a simple hi.
Exactly. And
Mm.
the first thing you probably notice, that profile picture, it always seems kind of polished, often really attractive, clearly picked to make you stop scrolling.
Mm-hmm. And that's not just random.
No, absolutely not.
Mm.
This seemingly harmless message, this cold contact, it's actually the start, the calculated first move in a pretty big, organized, global scam operation.
Yeah.
So for this deep dive, we've gone through quite a bit of security intelligence, basically boiling it down to give you an immediate, an actionable way to understand and stop this specific WhatsApp scam.
Right. Our goal today is really about clarity, cutting through the noise, the technical stuff, and just arming you with what you need to know right now.
Safeguard your privacy, your money,
Yeah.
and honestly, maybe the biggest thing, your whole network of contacts from these scams.
Exactly. Your friends, your family.
And the whole thing hinges on what the security folks call the psychological setup. It's not super technical hacking initially. No, it's simpler, older even. It really plays on basic human stuff. Curiosity, maybe a bit of attraction. That message, even though it's from someone you don't know, it might even show up with a name or a number that looks vaguely local at first glance, right?
Mhm. They want you to hesitate just long enough to think, who's this? And click.
That photo is totally deliberate. It's bait, designed to lower your guard, your rational thinking, before you even realize you're engaging with a complete stranger.
It is. It's a classic bait and switch setup. They're banking on that emotional flicker overriding your logical check.
And that click,
Yeah.
that's the moment the whole thing shifts, isn't it? The sort of digital curtain gets pulled back and you see the geographical trick.
That's exactly it. Because once you open that chat, even if the number looked okay on the notification, the full international number usually becomes visible with the country code.
And the reports we looked at, they kept pointing to one specific code popping up again and again in these scams, targeting people everywhere.
Yeah, the +234 code. That's the country code for Nigeria. It's surfaced repeatedly in the intelligence linking back to these kinds of cold contact WhatsApp frauds happening globally.
Plus 234 in Nigeria. That feels like a pretty specific data point. How significant is that link?
Well, it's significant because the sources highlight that certain sophisticated, organized scam networks targeting people internationally are known to operate heavily from Nigeria. They hit users everywhere, Asia, North America, Europe.
Okay, but we need to be careful here, right?
Absolutely crucial context, yes.
Yeah.
This isn't saying every message from that country code is fraud, of course not. But the intelligence strongly suggests that unexpected messages from unknown foreign contacts, especially those linked by security research to known fraud hubs, demand immediate, high suspicion. It points towards organized crime groups, not just individuals.
It still seems like a lot of effort just for a Hola, though. Are they really expecting big payouts from that initial contact? Why start so small?
Because the first step isn't about getting money immediately. It's about getting access and confirmation. They're playing a numbers game, sending out tons of these.
So they're testing the waters.
Exactly. They exploit that flicker of curiosity. Even a tiny interaction confirms the account is live, active, responsive. Then their real objectives kick in, and they're usually twofold.
Okay, what about it?
First, it's often general phishing. They start a conversation, build fake rapport, and then slowly try to coax out personal info, maybe bank details, or eventually spin a story asking for money.
Right, the classic sob story or emergency.
Okay.
And the second objective, that's the one that seems to worry security experts the most.
That's the account takeover. Yeah, that's the really damaging one.
Explain that.
The end game there is to trick you into sharing something critical. Usually it's an OTP, a one-time password. That verification code WhatsApp texts you when you set up your account on a new phone.
The 6-digit code.
That's the one. If you give that code away, maybe they spin some story about needing help verifying their account or something. If you share it, they immediately hijack your WhatsApp account.
Whoa. So sharing an OTP isn't just like a small mistake. It's literally handing over the keys to your entire WhatsApp world.
It really is. You don't just lose control of your own account. You inadvertently turn your own identity into a weapon against everyone you know on WhatsApp.
Because then they start messaging your contacts, pretending to be you.
Precisely. They impersonate you, and then they hit your friends, your family, with urgent pleas for money. That combination, the fake, often attractive profile picture that got you hooked, now paired with your trusted identity making urgent requests. That's what the reports call the perfect storm of deception. And sadly, it's victimized thousands.
Yeah, I want to pause on the real-world impact for a second, because the speed at which this escalates is, well, it's terrifying. The anecdotes we saw were stark.
The speed is definitely one of the scariest parts. Take that OTP Trap example. One victim shared their verification code. The scammer had a whole complicated story about needing it to fix something on their end. Within minutes, literally minutes, the victim was locked out of their own WhatsApp account.
Minutes. Wow. Often less than 5. The scammer had already taken over and was likely already starting the next phase, messaging the victim's contacts. So there's basically zero time for the victim to even send out a warning. And once the scammer has control, that's when the real damage happens to the network.
That's when they start the emergency scams. Messaging friends, family, claiming you've lost your wallet, or there's a sudden medical bill, or you're stranded somewhere. Desperately needing money right now, often via gift cards or a quick transfer.
It's exploiting years of trust in a moment of manufactured panic.
And the financial losses can be substantial. We saw one account where family members lost over $2,000 before the actual account owner could regain access or get the word out. Think about that not just being scammed, but becoming the tool used to scam the people closest to you. The emotional fallout is huge.
It really hammers home why you need more than just vague awareness. You need like an instant mental checklist. When that weird message pops up, what are the absolute key red flags? Let's list them out, maybe 4 main ones, okay? 4 key ones to watch for immediately. First, the foreign country code.
Yeah.
An unknown number, and the code isn't local, like that +234 we mentioned, or any other unexpected international prefix. Big red flag. Got it. Number 1, weird country code. What's number 2?
The suspicious profile picture often looks too good, like a model shot, maybe stolen from somewhere online, professionally staged, overly attractive, or just feels generic, not like a real person's snapshot. If it seems fishy or too perfect, trust that feeling.
Okay. Suspicious photo. Number 3.
Vague, generic messages, they lack any real context. Might say something odd like, hey, lost my contacts, who is this? Or they're overly familiar, trying to build trust way too fast without any shared connection you can recognize.
Right. And the 4th one. This is the ultimate alarm bell, isn't it? Financial or personal requests.
Absolutely. The moment they ask for money, gift cards, any kind of verification code, bank info, passwords, any sensitive details, game over, you know exactly what's happening. The jump from a casual hola to can you send me your PIN can be surprisingly quick. Okay, so you spot these red flags. What's the defense? The sources laid out 3 really clear cardinal rules, things you absolutely should not do. But I want to push back a bit on the first one. Never reply. Really. Even just a quick sorry, wrong number. Does that truly help them? What are they actually logging? It really does help them, unfortunately. Think about it from their perspective. They're sending out potentially thousands of these automated messages. Most get ignored. Any reply, any interaction at all, even stop texting me or wrong number, instantly confirms one crucial thing. This number belongs to an active, monitored WhatsApp account with a real person behind it.
Ah, okay. So it's not about the content of the reply. It's the fact that you replied.
Exactly. Your number then gets moved from a massive cold list to a much smaller hot list. A list that warrants spending time on with actual human interaction from the scammer, which dramatically increases your risk of eventually falling for whatever story they spin next. That makes sense. It's about confirming you're a live target. Okay, so rule 1, never reply. What's rule 2?
Never share codes. Ever. Never give out OTPs, verification codes, PINs, passwords. WhatsApp themselves state they will never ask you for your verification code via chat.
Crucial point. And rule 3.
Never click links. Avoid clicking URLs or downloading any files sent by unknown contacts. These are often loaded with malware to steal your data silently, or they lead to very convincing fake login pages, phishing sites designed to grab your credentials.
Got it. No replies, no codes, no clicks. Seems simple but vital. Okay, let's shift from what not to do to what to do. If you get one of these messages, what's the immediate, concrete action plan? The sources recommend a really clean 3-step response. Block, delete, and report. Okay, walk us through that. Block.
First, block immediately. Use WhatsApp's built-in block feature. It's right there in the chat options. This stops them from contacting you again from that number. Simple, effective.
Right, then delete.
Second, delete the chat thread completely. Just get rid of it. This removes it from your chat list, prevents any accidental replies later, and just cleans the slate.
Makes sense. And finally, report. How important is that?
Third, report the number. This is super important. You can do it directly through WhatsApp's reporting system, usually accessible from the contact's profile info within the app. You're not just protecting yourself when you do this, you're flagging number for WhatsApp. You're contributing data that helps them identify and shut down these scam operations, protecting the whole community.
So reporting isn't just venting. It actually helps take that scammer's tool away if enough people do it. Okay, good. Now, what about being proactive? What can people do today before the next Hola even arrives to add extra layers of security?
Definitely. The single most impactful step you can take is to enable two-step verification. Go into your WhatsApp settings, then account, then two-step verification.
And that asks you to create a PIN, right? A 6-digit number. Why is that so much better than just the regular SMS code?
Because it directly counters the main account takeover threat. Even if a scammer somehow tricks you into revealing the OTP, the code sent by SMS, they still can't finish setting up your account on their phone without knowing this separate 6-digit PIN that you created. It's an independent lock.
Ah, it's a second key they don't have. Got it. What else?
Always keep your app updated. Sounds basic, but updates often contain crucial security patches that fix vulnerabilities scammers might exploit. Also, practice verify before trusting. Meaning, if a friend or family member suddenly messages you on WhatsApp with an unusual or urgent request, especially for money or sensitive info, stop. Don't just react. Independently verify it through a different channel. Call them on their regular phone number, text their non-WhatsApp number, use another chat app you both use. Don't trust the request just because it comes from their account. Someone else might be controlling it. That's a really important habit to build. Another proactive tip, almost deceptively simple. Educate your network. Yes, share this information. Talk to your friends, your family, especially anyone who might be a bit less tech-savvy. Awareness is a powerful defense.
And there was one more technical tip, a pro tip, about privacy settings.
Ah, yes. Go into your WhatsApp privacy settings right now. Check who can see your profile photo, your last seen status, and your about info. Change these from everyone to my contacts only.
Why does that help specifically with this scam?
Because if a scammer using an unknown number can't even see your profile picture, that initial psychological lure, the attractive photo we talked about, is gone. Their opening move is instantly less effective if they can't dangle that bait.
That's actually a really smart, simple step. Okay, let's wrap this up. Bringing it back to that moment, the message arrives.
Fundamentally, you have to trust your gut, right? If it feels off, weird, too random, it probably is.
Absolutely. And remember the immediate actions. Block. Delete. Report. No chatting, no explanations, definitely no giving them a second chance to try a different tactic. Just shut it down. The steps we've outlined today can genuinely protect your digital self. But maybe zooming out for a final thought about, in this world where we're all so connected and our digital identities feel constantly under siege from, organized groups, how often do we let basic curiosity or maybe just the desire for a new connection override that fundamental security voice in our head, the one that says, wait, this feels wrong?
That's a really good point. We lower our guard sometimes just because it's easier or more interesting in the moment.
Right. So the takeaway really is about vigilance, protecting your privacy, your finances, your relationships. It requires conscious effort today because that vigilance today is genuinely the only thing that prevents you from becoming a victim tomorrow.